Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we're going to talk about the brand new mini bronze palette from Natasha Denona, kind of hot off the presses here. We're going to do lots of comparisons. Well, I try to keep the comparisons short, but there are a lot of them in there. And we're going to also do a demo and, of course, 2 different lightings, etc., etc. So let's just jump into it. No time to waste. This is our traditional little 5-pan mini from Natasha Denona with something a little different. The shades are all new and different. The price is too. We have known Natasha Denona to always charge a very comfy $25 for these 5 shades. And that price has gone up to $27. And I do talk about this at the end. I kind of want you guys to weigh in. Is that just the cost of everything going up? Certainly we know that that's happening. Or are you miffed about it? So I'm going to want to know your thoughts on that. It has gone up $2. Now all of these shades are, I'm going to show it to you in the pan here if you haven't had a good look at it yet. All of these shades are new. I really thought I recognized the Flesh shade, and that's the second one, I believe. Yes, it is. But I couldn't find it anywhere. I swear I recognized it. I know a lot, you guys, but I can't pretend to know everything, so do correct me if I am wrong there. But these are, to my knowledge, all brand new shades. Certainly none of them are in the original larger bronze palette. Okay, let's start with some comparisons, but we're going to first just look at this little guy on his own. First, in studio lighting, here is the Natasha Denona mini bronze palette in studio lighting. Very, very pretty. But you know, I really feel that in order to really see what a palette looks like and really see the way the colors play and dance is to go out into natural lighting. So let's take it out of the studio into the particularly warm California sunshine. Take a look at these same shades on my arm in natural lighting. See what you think. Really beautiful, aren't they? I mean, when you see them in the sunshine, they really come to life, if you ask me. Okay, now of course, inevitably we want to look at the mini bronze next to the bronze palette. Please excuse my particularly well-loved bronze palette. Here it is, and here is the brand new mini right next to it. They don't have that much in common, actually, do they? This one is like almost, they're both warm, but this one actually goes even warmer, if you ask me. And here we have on my arm, I put the mini bronze on the top and the full bronze palette on the bottom. Not just the shades that look like they went with it, but the actual full bronze palette on the bottom so that you can take a look. It's hard to rotate my arm there to get it all into the picture, but I'm sure you can tell. And of course, if, like I said earlier, if any of these, you know, feel like you're not getting enough of it, just let me know. I can do it over on Instagram. Slower or whatever you need. Now, let's talk about the Biba palette if we're talking about warm palettes from Natasha Denona. I want to show you it next to the mini Biba and then next to the full Biba. Now, the reason I'm zipping through these comparisons is there's an art form when you make these videos, guys, of people who need to see every comparison for a long time and people who are like, and just want the info on the palette and the demo. So that's why I'm going through here, and you can contact me if you need more. That's why I'm going quickly. Here is our brand new mini bronze next to the mini Biba. I'm going to have that swatched for you in just a moment, but let me first put our brand new mini bronze next to the full-sized, again, well-loved Biba. There we go. Now, see in the full-size Biba here, we have that row of grays and blacks down there. I am going to just give my little swatching finger a rest, and I'm not going to include those, because that really has nothing to do in terms of comparisons. So here we go in the swatches. I have the bronze on the top left with our mini Biba on the top right and the full minus the grays, regular sized big Biba on the bottom. The big Biba's on the bottom. Mini bronze top left, mini Biba top right, and the regular sized Biba across the bottom there for your viewing pleasure. And for some reason, when I looked at this, I don't know if I was, in error here, but when I looked at this, when this arrived and I was playing around with it, I just thought of those Glam face palettes. I don't know why they came to mind, but they did. And we have, so I'm going to swatch them with those, with the eyeshadow shades in the Glam face palettes. So we have the Mini Biba next to, you know, maybe it's just because they're all warm, kind of bronzy brown shades. Here are the eye shades, or all the shades really, in the lighter of the Glam face palettes, which I'm going to swatch it with. But then also, here it is with the deeper of the Glam face palettes right here. Just looking at the eye shades in particular. And the way I swatched those on my arm, you guys, is I just went ahead and did the mini bronze on top, and then on the bottom left is the Glam Face Palette Light, and on the bottom right is the Glam Face Palette Dark or Deep. Now this one I did not swatch, but I just thought I would hold up for you. I was kind of playing around with the Zendo, not so much the mini Zendo, but there's like way too many colors in here. But some of the browns are reminiscent, not enough for me to swatch. Here, of course, is our mini bronze and our full-size Zendo. I'm happy to get some of those browns together if you wanted it. There wasn't enough similarity for me to do it here on my arm, but I'm happy to do it for you. And what did I leave out? I'm sure there was a ton. I don't usually do cross brands on these introductory videos, but certainly over on Instagram, I'm happy to. If you don't have Instagram, you can ask me and I will use my words to describe it for you. I'm pretty good at that. Now I want to show you me applying this look that we have here, which I am pretty in love with. I will tell you, this is a very well-performing little palette. Flattering little guy, cute little guy. We have to talk about how you feel about the price increase and all that stuff. So let's start the demo right darn now. I really can't help but be excited when it's time to dip into a new, fresh Natasha Denona palette. Really, who could blame me? I'm going to put the names of the shades, because of course there are shade names, on the screen. I have a selection here of Sonia G and Wayne Goss brushes. You know, I was recently asked, you guys, which are more beginner friendly, Sonia G or Wayne Goss brushes? And I said maybe Sonia G, I think. Weigh in on that below. Just a little topic of discussion as we go here. With this nice big fluffy brush, I am just going to put this second shade here all over my eyelids. And what a joy it is to do so. Keeping this brush right here, going to go into the third shade. We only have one shimmer shade here, and I am just putting this all over the crease and up into the top part of my lid because I have very hooded eyes. Now, if you are new to my channel and you're wondering why I go this quickly, this is how I have always put on my eye makeup, even during my days doing beauty journalism and talking to famous makeup artists. I just always repeated what they did. Here's a Kiyaki brush and the third shade under the eye. I just repeated what they taught me, or what I learned from watching them, on super speed. I don't know why. I've just always done that, and it works for me. It's just my style. Okay, I want to stay with the same brush here, and let's go with this darkest first shade here. I'm trying to use all five, and I just kind of want to darken the outer, very outer part of my eyelid with it. These are extraordinarily flattering shades. Whether you feel that you want to add this to your collection or not is, I suppose, another topic. But these are very flattering, easy to wear shades that I think, if you are a neutral lover like me, will really add a lot to your collection. Putting that underneath. I want to take this fourth shade over, our kind of metallic shade here, and put that just in the center using my finger. I'm not getting any fallout, but a finger is a way to ensure that. Then I'm going to take the little Kiyaki brush from the first Kiyaki set, and I'm going to put it in here and just kind of get it into the middle. I don't care if the colors collide. I don't need to use a fresh brush because I don't mind. What do you think? Okay, let's see what we didn't use here. We haven't used this one shade here. We really don't need it, actually. But let's go into another little Kiyaki shade here, and I'll just run that and deepen, just so we can use all five. I'm just going to deepen that center. Ooh, this is a pretty look. And this is a bold look for me. I don't usually do such dark, dramatic looks. Let me put down my mirror so you can really see it on me. What do you think? kind of like daytime drama. Not that you couldn't do this for night, but if you could really kind of vamp up the lip for night, and then in the day, it's just like perfectly dramatic without feeling like you're overdone, if you know what I mean. And it performed beautifully. The shades leaned a little more orangey yellow. Obviously, they're quite warm shades, but they leaned even warmer on the skin, is I guess what I'm trying to say. But I need to know, okay, so to me, this is beautiful. And to me, even at the $27 price range, this is something that I would be more than interested in, even if I weren't reviewing it. But I need to know your thoughts. When you compare it to other palettes you have, other Natasha Denona palettes, what are you thinking? And does the price increase just seem fair enough to you, or does it upset you? And I kind of want to get a whole discussion going that involves all of these topics, because they're kind of important topics to our community, I would think, and I'm sure that you agree. So definitely let me know there. Hey, if any of these swatches either weren't in the right lighting for you, or didn't stay up there long enough, or if you're thinking of all the obvious glaring omissions that I should have compared it to, just let me know here or over on Instagram. Happy to get that up for you, and I'm really quick about doing that. It's absolutely my pleasure, so let me know. Leave all those comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. And if you haven't already done so, I'm almost at 10,000. I need your help. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe so that I can see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.